morning, everyone. We're back with another episode of The Open Road, officially the second episode of this series. I'm Leander.
Sheng, hello.
Andito kami ngayon sa Petron, kilometer 42. And andito kami kasi dito lang may McDo. We're driving to Bataan today. Bataan Loop. We don't exactly know where we're going. Ikaw, what are you expecting for this drive?
Wala. Sumama lang ako to get out of the office. But I think we're planning to hit the Bataan Death March Kilometer Zero markers and find some nice view decks or scenic vantage points in Mariveles.
Have you done this drive before? Hindi pa, no? Yung loop.
Long ago.
So isipin na lang natin first time nating lahat.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun drive, medyo mahaba. We'll talk more about it during the drive there. Pero for now, let me tell you about our cars. I have here the 1.6 GL Standard. It's the base variant. It comes in at 1,065,000 pesos. Has a 1.6-liter naturally aspirated gasoline engine that puts out about 126 horsepower and 155 Nm of torque, and is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission.
Okay, this one is the higher spec of the Elantra Hybrid. It's the GLS Premium. It has a 1.6-liter gasoline engine as well, but it's paired with a single electric motor. Combined power output is just under 140 horsepower. For the engine alone, torque is under 150 Newton meters, and combined it's around 264 Newton meters.
So clearly, she's gonna have the better fuel economy here. Ako, pagas ako, and then we'll reset the fuel economy meters para lang we can get to measure fuel consumption, one versus the other, and we'll start driving. For the start of the drive though, pasahero muna ako kay Sheng. Si Charles muna magdadrive nitong GL. Tapos, we'll talk more about the drive on our way there. So, let's go! So, papunta na kami ngayon ng Bataan with barely any plans. So, ang gusto lang namin din, maikot yung Mariveles Loop, if you're familiar. Papakita natin yan sa mapa. Ako, hindi pa ako napunta doon. And I've always seen yung mga photos, videos. May mga scenic na route doon.
And I think we mentioned earlier, a bit of trivia, that Mariveles was one of the takeoff points of the Bataan Death March. So there were two, Bagak and Mariveles.
So dalawa yung kilometer zero.
Yeah, dalawa yung kilometer zero markers. Mount Samat is also in the area, but we're not gonna go today because it's a Monday. Sarado siya.
I'll catch you guys later. Pag nakita nyo mamaya, nagdadrive na rin ako. So, yeah.
Bye. Nasa Mariveles na tayo. The drive went by very quickly. I think it's partly because the road is better now. Although there are still areas of Raman Superhighway that are still under construction. It's perpetually under construction. Simula bata pa ako, ganyan na yan. But also, the Elantra is just one of those cars where the miles go by. And you always get the sense of, you know, weight transfer if you're steering or braking or accelerating. So this is a car that never really feels off-balanced. And that's a pretty good feat of engineering because it's easy to design a car. It's easy to put a powerful powertrain and, you know, just impress people in terms of outright performance numbers. But chassis tuning is a balancing act, and Hyundai has come a long way when it comes to that.
I'm back in the driver's seat of the GL Elantra. Ito, as it is, solid siyang kotse. Like, going back to this, I need to be reminded of the price tag. 1,065,000 pesos. That's the price ng subcompact sedan. Sobrang solid nung price tag na yun. And for what you get, napaka-solid na kotse. Komportable siya. Tapos ito, nandito kami ngayon sa Raman Superhighway. Tapos medyo pangit yung ibang parts, pero okay lang. As in, kayang-kaya ng kotse, walang problema. Yun lang talaga, yung power output, glaring talaga yung difference. Like, ang layo nung output nung hybrid, pag umapa ka, it's just there. The power is just there, and it puts it down quite well. Pero then again, yun nga, for the price of a subcompact sedan, you don't expect a punchy, powerful subcompact sedan naman eh. Kung kailangan mo performance, you go higher eh. So parang for what it is, sobrang okay ng kotse. Touchdown, Mariveles. Na kami. Kilometer zero ng Death March. Dalawa nga kasi yung pinanggalingan. So bali kung di kayo familiar, naglakad sila mula Mariveles and Bagak papunta sa San Fernando.
Nauna ng isang araw yung mga nanggaling sa Mariveles. April 10, then yung sa Bagak, April 11.
Parang mas malayo nga kasi ata talaga.
Mas malayo yung dito.
So ayun, if mag-road trip kayo, parang, alam mo yun, just to see it, kailangan nyo tumigil talaga dito. Wala lang parking, meron parang dirt area doon na pwede mag-park. Pero yun, parang daanan nyo to kasi it's a important part of Philippines.
Tapos throughout the route, may makikita kayong various kilometer markings din na yung ruta nila, bale.
This was a cool place to stop. First time namin dito. But for now, tuloy na lang namin Mariveles Loop. Malayo-layo pa yung drive. So, Bagak, here we go. Ay! Hindi! Talaga beach. Talaga beach.
Ano ba talaga?
Talaga. Doon talaga. So, kita niyo naman, kumakain na ulit si Sheng. Talagang siya pa yun, no? Nasa Pupong Sea Bar kami. Somewhere along the coast dito sa Mariveles. Look at the view. Okay din. Nagtanong
may parking siya.
May parking. Nagtanong kami ng recommendation sa isang trike driver kanina. Sabi niya ito or yung Budbud. Pinry namin yung Budbud kasi mas gusto daw ng trike driver doon kasi walang parking. Medyo malayo. Ito, may secure na parking. So, dami kaming gamit sa kotse. So, dito kami. Order kami ng sinigang na bangus.
Bangus belly.
At the request of Sheng. Tapos, gising-gising. Ngayon, seafood grill bar thing to. Pero hindi kami maka-order ng shrimp kasi allergic ako eh. Siya din naman, pero ako kasi mamamatay ako pag kumain kami.
Disclaimer lang, baka hindi na ako pakain ng shrimp.
Ayun din.
Basta konting shrimp lang okay ako. Pag nasobrahan yun yun.
Ang oras ay 12:59 p.m. We have a lot of time to spare. Basta importante naman, hindi kami maabutin ng dilim sa Batanes eh. So maganda maabutin namin yung sunset doon. Yeah. Damn! Ganda! Tinan mo!
Sobrang ganda ng
Bro!
view.
Saan na tayo? Ano tawag?
Nagbayog.
Nagbayog view deck. Nagbayog view deck. So basically, this is what we want to do with these road trips. Medyo, hindi namin alam kung saan kami pupunta, but it kind of works out always. 2 out of 2. Parang so far so good.
Yeah. Beats looking at the spreadsheet.
Yeah, really does. Sobrang ganda ng view. Just leave you with footage, drone footage and B-roll footage of this view kasi sobrang ganda. Hindi na kami bababa sa beach, legit. Pupunta na lang kami dun sa next destination namin kasi
We have one more na gusto nating view deck din.
Oo, yung Batanes. I'm sure it's gonna be as breathtaking as this, but man, sobrang sulit na to. Solve na agad. Alright. We took our time to enjoy the scenery from the view deck before we continued with our drive. Ang hindi namin alam nun, papunta na pala kami dun sa pinakamasayang part ng Mariveles. Sobrang haba ng twisties, maganda yung kalsada, maganda yung tanawin, and the best part, wala kami masyadong kasabay. Okay, nandito ulit ako sa Elantra Hybrid, and we just passed through probably isa sa mga pinakamasayang part ng drive natin.
Bagak Mariveles Road, or is it the other way around?
Pero tumigil kami saglit kanina, ang ganda din ng view. Pero yung road talaga, the road we drove on, saka grabe, the cars, they shone. We really had fun with the cars. I was driving the GL, si Miss Shang dito sa Hybrid. I have to say, I was impressed with the base Elantra. Nung una kasi I thought it didn't have enough power, masyadong light. Pero nung nandun na kami sa twisties, grabe! Manual mode lang, buti may plus-minus siya. Hindi siya paddle shifters, but still, sobrang laking help. Kasi sa traditional automatic, kung CVT yun, hindi ko na-enjoy yun, promise. I'm really happy with how the car performed. Sobrang ganda ng handling, intense.
I was saying kanina that it's hard to be off-balanced in this car. And we were just on the highway. It still holds true, even on zigzags. Talaga, grabe tumutukod siya. Yung turn-in niya, sobrang ganda. The braking on this one, I feel like it's helped by the regen. So, I'm not sure about the GL. Malalaman ko mamaya because I'm gonna drive it. But this one is so effortless. Like, hindi mo ako yung best driver sa team. But I feel like walang problema. Kaya mo siyang kaya mo siyang i-drive with confidence. Very confidence inspiring. Yung braking, yung steering.
Totoo, yun talaga. Sobrang impressed ako. Like, like, heartbreaking. Grabe yung control nung chassis dun sa body. Grabe.
Ito yung talagang handling car. You
Oh.
wouldn't expect it, but it handles so well.
I'm so happy with this car. Pero yeah, now, we still have a long drive ahead of us. Pero baka medyo chill na. Hopefully though, meron pang fun part. Kasi gusto ko to drive pa sa mas matinding twisties.
Oo.
Mga half an hour pa to our next destination or so. Pero it's gonna be a beautiful view. Pa-sunset na, good weather. The stars are aligning for us.
So far, let's not jinx it.
So far. So, yeah. Mamaya ulit. From there, dumiretso na kami ng Batanes. Nalito lang kami ng konti sa tinuro ng Google Maps, so medyo nagkamali kami. But eventually, nahanap naman namin. At pagdating namin doon, grabe, the view was just as breathtaking as the one in our previous stop. No wonder they call this Batanes, kasi malabatanes nga naman yung pagka-majestic ng view. 5:15, dito na kami sa last stop namin. Kita niyo naman, nasa gitna kami ng kawalan.
Oo. Gusto sana namin mag-sunset spills dito, pero yung daan on the way.
Parang pag nag-sunset kami, dapat sunset pa din pagkalabas namin.
Oo.
Kasi baka kung saan kami pulutin dito. Pero grabe, this is Batanes. Tapos ito yung isa sa mga view deck yata. Ewan ko officially view decks. Tignan nyo naman. Grabe yung view. Farmlands, tapos hills. Grabe. Tapos sobrang payapa. This is the provincial life. Sulit. Sobrang sulit. Morning! Nasa Mount Samat na ulit kami. Dapat pupunta kami dito kahapon. We drove up, kaso sarado na kasi sa Monday nga pala. Kaya kami dito pupunta. Then we just checked out of the hotel. Si Sheng nag-book nun. Actually, okay yung hotel. No?
Yeah, hindi siya sa Balanga, sa Pilar siya. Garden Galleries Boutique Hotel. So, mas mura siya kaysa sa mga hotel sa Capitolio, sa capital. So, worth checking out.
Very decent, may parking.
Yeah, may parking actually.
Mga 20 minutes
Ample
away from
parking.
here.
Yeah.
So, accessible yung mga pupuntahan. So, ngayon, aakit na kami ng Mount Samat National Shrine.
Ideya niya to.
Uy, ako ba? Di, akala ko kasi dun lang kami.
I thought we'll just go there.
Pero dun pala kami pupunta.
Akit daw siya.
Malakas kami eh.
Sayang yung yung parking fee at saka yung entrance fee na binayaran natin.
Magkano ka ba? 160 tatlo tayo, no?
Hindi. Kasama na yung parking doon.
Okay.
So, 160 for 2 cars and 3 people. Hanapin ko na lang yung breakdown ng cost.
So ngayon, it's time to die. Let's go. Unfortunately, closed off yung ibang parts ng shrine. And bawal din umakyat dun sa cross, so hindi rin sobrang taas nung hinike namin. Sobrang foggy rin, so di mo rin masyado kita yung malaking cross. And malas din, di rin namin napasok yung museum kasi may ongoing renovations. Marami sanang matututunan dun, so sayang. Maybe next time. So ngayon, saan tayo pupunta?
Sa Palengke.
Palengke.
Sa Balanga.
So bababa na ulit kami to Balanga. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Mimili na kami ng mga... Check na namin yung mga shopping list ni Sheng. Tapos so mimili na ako ng tinapa.
Bibingka, sana meron.
Sana makabili tayo. So at least makikita nyo naman yung delicacies dito sa Bataan. So, let's go. Enjoy na ulit namin drive pababa. Saya eh.
Yes!
Perhaps the best part about driving to Samat is the road leading up to it. Maganda yung twisties, sobrang enjoy, especially with the cars we had. At this point, parang pangalawang akyat baba na yata namin to. And for sure, babalik pa ulit kami dito sa future, even just for the drive. Pagbaba namin, we stopped briefly at another Death March marker before we headed to the Balanga City Public Market. Maraming binilin kay Sheng, so talagang kasama tong palengke sa itinerary namin. Sikat tong Bataan para sa iba't ibang tinapa, kasama na dyan yung kapak or banak kung tawagin dito. Ang ganda rin nga pala ng palengke ng Balanga, malinis, saka naka-organize yung mga tinda per section. After nun, bumili kami Merly's Special Bibingka, pero mamaya na natin pag-usapan yun. Pagkatapos sa palengke, pumunta kami Balanga Elementary School to check out the Bataan World War II Museum. In case di nyo alam, napaka-importante ng Bataan sa history ng Pilipinas at ng World War II. Amazing lang na yung museum nasa gitna ng school. It goes to show how much emphasis Bataan puts on its history. Maraming matututunan dito and honestly medyo dark at mabigat yung mga makikita at mababasa nyo. Pero if you find yourself in this area, I suggest puntahan nyo to. Alright, so we're done with the World War II Museum. That was a bit of a heavy part of this drive. Hindi ko masyado in-expect na ganun siya kabigat. Diba? Parang, ikaw, have you been there before or any World War II museum for that matter?
Yes, that one in Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah, you were at Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, pero Bataan kasi is pretty central to what happened here during the Second World War, during the Japanese occupation. I also heard first-hand stories growing up because when I was in Hawaii, andun yung dalawang kapatid ng paternal grandmother ko. So, hindi ako nakwentuhan ni Lola dati but apparently one of her older sisters tumutulong sa guerrillas. So, medyo may involvement. may tibak spirit pala kami from way back in that era.
And yun, if you're in Bataan and you wanna experience something like that, that's something you should go to. Sobrang interesting din that it was in the middle of a school. But then again, that also goes to show how Bataan puts importance in its history and its importance in nung World War II at kung paano tayo nakalaya sa Japanese regime. So yeah, parang overall, this drive has been all sorts of unexpected. Ang saya nung drive, ang dami natin napuntahan, unlimited views. Sobrang dami nating napuntahan.
Free views.
Free views at that.
Decks,
Walang bayad. Tapos, yun nga, as I said, unexpected. Kasi we didn't expect to have this much fun with these cars, diba? Ikaw, you had a lot of fun driving both of the Elantras, diba?
Yeah, I asked to drive the base Elantra going up to Mount Samat for the second time because the transmission was so good, even if the car doesn't have that much power, the transmission and the chassis make the drive enjoyable on twisty roads.
We talked about fuel economy going into this trip. Hindi pa kami nagpapagas from a full tank from NLEX, diba? From Petron NLEX. You're doing 16.3 kilometers after 330 kilometers.
Yeah.
16.3 kilometers per liter.
Radya natin para ito.
Yeah. Charles, nagsispills kami now. Ilan ang kilometers per liter reading mo?
10.3.
Okay, thanks. So as you have heard, 10.3 kilometers per liter in the non-hybrid, non-turbo Elantra.
We had fun with these cars.
Yeah, we didn't drive economically at all. Ang dami pang idling kasi pag tumitigil kami for photos, di naman namin pinapatay yung kotse and pag hindi ka naman matagal titigil. So that's really impressive. That's really good. Ako yung small gripe ko lang naman is with the transmission kasi hindi actually siya a bad thing. Kasi the Hyundai transmissions are very smart. As we've seen in the IVT of the Stargazer and the Creta, itong traditional automatic nila, even here, the DCT and the hybrid, it doesn't let you engine brake that much. If you downshift too early, hindi ka niya papayagan. Parang hindi, this is gonna over-rev your engine. So, hindi mo siya necessarily pwede gamitin for stopping talaga. It assists braking. So, at least when you're driving sa ganong roads, you can downshift for engine braking para to lessen brake fade, diba? Again, really fun drive so far. And I think this marks the end of it. Kanina ko pa hawak to eh. This is Merly's Special Bibingka. Sheng has been
sponsored.
Sheng has been talking about this for...
This is also from Mariveles.
Oo.
Actually, meron pa kaming isang binibilhan na ganito rin. It's from Samal. Pero ito yung mas accessible na nakuhanan namin eh.
Oo, this is in Balanga.
Oo. This is Bibingka.
Ayan, pakita
Bibingka
natin.
tawag namin pero sa ibang bayan, ibang probinsya yata.
Bago ko ibigay kay Sheng, ito yung tsura niya. So para siyang, oh my God! Sorry, hindi. Sarap.
Okay ba?
Oh my God.
Okay ba? Bilis.
Sorry. Teka, babawasan ko lang ng konti, pero tama na muna. I guess that wraps up our open road. This has been an amazing road trip so far. And 10 out of 10 would do it again. Nabalik kami ng Bataan just for the drive. Kahit not to make any content, just to drive was really fun. Probably in the future, we could go back to Samat. Mas makapag-immerse tayo in the history and the all that happened in World War II, diba? So, we'll see. But, ikaw ba? Nandito ka pa? You're good?
Uwi na tayo.
Uwi na kami.
Traffic na tayo.
3 hours from here to Sheng and to my place, Fairview in Laguna. So, yeah, kakainin din namin traffic kasi sakto kami sa rush hour pagdating ng NLEX. So, I guess that's it for now. This has been Leander.
This has been Sheng.
And this has been the Open Road episode 2, and we'll see you guys in the next long road trip. Bye!